You feel the vibe is contagious. Look in your eyes, shit is dangerous. Grateful I had all the patience. I know you going through some changes. You taking pictures, know you're but we them close. Ooh, you give me something I can pay.
What's up, Kitty Squad? It's your girl KD, and this is my little brother Keyshawn, and I'm back with another video. So today's video will be a story time about the time that my wig came off while I was at a ride at the fair. Anyways, it's gonna be so funny, guys, so just stay tuned and don't mind my little brother. He's been asking to be part of my video for so long, and I'm like literally about to kill him. Anyways, so without further ado, we're gonna get right into the video. Bye, guys. So this story happened when I was an 8th grader in middle school. Just going to high school. I had like a couple more months left, and it was around the time of the fair. And I was living in Charleston, South Carolina at the time, and the fair usually came around the time that I was still in school. So I was planning to go to the fair for the first time with some of my friends, and I was just like, okay, this will be fun. I didn't make a lot of friends, so the friends that I did have, I was like, of course, I want to go to the fair with you guys. Let's hang out, let's have fun. My mom was like, okay, that's fine. But I wanted my hair fixed before I went to the fair, so I took my hair out without asking my mother, and then she saw that I took my hair out, and she had a whole fit. She was like, I'm not doing your hair for you, not getting your hair done till next month, da-da-da-da. And guys, I tell you, around those years, I was very spoiled. I always had my hair fixed. I always wanted my hair fixed. And me and my mom bargained that I would get my hair fixed every month. But I wanted to get my hair fixed. I had my hair fixed 2 weeks before that. And I wanted to get my hair fixed again because I thought it looked a little nappy. And I was like, I don't want my hair to look nappy. I want my hair to look good. And so I took it out. And I was like, I'm going to make her get my hair fixed. What's she going to do? I'm going to get my hair fixed. And I did not end up getting my hair fixed, guys. Because she was like, absolutely not. I'm not paying for you to get your hair fixed. This is not your check. You better go get your own job. Da-da-da-da. You know how moms are. Ugh. But, so I like cried for a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot of it. I cried like that whole night because I was like, I'm gonna look like a bald-headed girl. Mind you, guys, I did not have any hair. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it for you guys. Like, I was bald-headed like the whole middle school years. I had absolutely no hair. I don't know what I was thinking. I cut my hair. I had like this mohawk braided up, and what I did was I thought it was all weave, and I wanted to take it out fast. So I started cutting the ends of the mohawk so that I could take it out fast enough just to turn around and my aunt tell me, it's your hair. So my hair really never grew back after that. That's why I wear a lot of short styles and braids and wigs and stuff. So I was just like, I'm going to look bald-headed, and I'm going to look like a chicken head, and I don't know how I'm going to do this. So my mom was like, well, you'll figure it out since you want to be grown. Da-da-da. She was mad about it. She was really mad because she just paid for my hair, and I kind of felt bad afterwards. But I noticed in her bathroom that she had this wig that she barely wears, never wore it to school so nobody would knew that it was hers. And she barely wore it. So I was like, well, maybe I can just use her wig for the night. Mind you, I was like 14, 15. I knew nothing. I repeat, nothing about how to install a wig, where you clip it from in the back or in the front, on the sides, none of that. I knew nothing about it. So I was just like gonna just slip it on my head. I didn't even have a wig cap on, guys. Like, it was just my regular hair sticking up in like a little afro, and then I just slipped the wig on top, and I wore it to school that same day. It was a Friday, and I wore it to school, and nobody said anything about it. Like, at one point I had it on backwards, and nobody said anything. They're fake friends because they didn't say anything. Everybody knew it was on backwards, but I guess all of us had fucked up hairstyles, so they was like, well, it's another fucked up hairstyle for you. But So I did end up turning it and then like getting it to where the part was like that, and I thought that that was cute or whatever. I took a bunch of pictures, which I'll put one right there for you guys. I looked a hot mess. I'm not even gonna sit and sugarcoat it for you guys. I looked bad, but you know, you could never tell me nothing at 14, 15 years old. Like, I was always a bad bitch. Yeah. But then I wore it the entire day. Nobody said anything to me, and then it was time for us to go to the fair. Now, my mother was the one that was going to be driving us, but I called her and I asked her if one of my friend's mom could drive us because she's closer to the school than we were. And my mom was like, okay. And the only reason I called her was because I didn't want her to know that I had on her wig. You feel me? Yeah. So I called her and asked her, and she was like, okay, cool, that's fine with me. She knew the girl's mom, so she didn't have a problem with, she just called the girl's mom and let them know that she will be checking in and stuff, because the girl's mom was going to stay with the rest of her children. So we finally got to the fair. We got out of school about 3:30, 3:40. And we finally got to the fair. It was actually, we're in Charleston, South Carolina, and it was in Ladson, South Carolina. So it was probably about a 30-minute drive. And we got to the fair around, I want to say 4:30ish, 4:45. And everything was cool. And me, really personally, I don't do rides for this story right here. Like, I've never went back to the fair after this. Like, guys, no lie, I only eat the funnel cake and stuff now, and you're gonna understand why. Just wait for it. So we went to the fair. I loved the rides back then. I was like, let's go on the kiddie rides first, and then we can go to the big rides. All of us were pretty tall because I think it's my dad's genes, and then my grandmother was pretty tall, so all of us were tall enough to get on the ride, so that wasn't a problem. And we went on this 360 ride. After we rode all the kiddie rides and stuff, we went on this 360 ride, and it's the ride that takes you around the loop. Like, it takes you all the way around, and then it spins you while it's taking you around. So it was like 4 of us, and it was me, my friend, my other friend, and another friend. I don't want to say their names, but it was all of us. Do I even remember their names? Anyways, it was all of us, and we were just ready. I freaked out for like a good 3 seconds because my thing wouldn't come down, and I was like, am I fat? Is that why? Is it because I'm fat? Are they being prejudiced or something? Prejudice? Prejudice. But no, I just didn't have it right, guys, and my purse was blocking the little thing in the middle, so I had to move my purse, and then I got everything situated. I got in, I stopped crying like a little bitch, and I stopped freaking out. So the ride was about to start, and you know, as soon as the ride starts, you kind of have second thoughts about everything, and I was kind of like, why am I on this ride? Why would I ride this ride? I don't even fuck with these people like this. Why am I on this ride? I was kind of freaking out. I've never went to the fair with anybody else other than my parents, and my dad was always there. Excuse me. Because I'm younger, my dad was always there to like talk me through it. Nobody was there to talk me through it. One of my other friends just screamed out right before the ride started, we're all gonna die. And that killed it for me. I wanted to get off right then and there. They was telling me, Acacia, shut up, just do the ride, because all of us would have had to get off if I got off. So, because none of us could be left watching one person do the ride, so we all had to agree on one ride and then ride it. So, I was like, I'm going to take one for the team. Okay. Now, I didn't think nothing of the wig the entire time. It never slipped, faulted, none of that, slided a little bit, none of that in the other rides. Mind you, they were kids' rides, so I understand it wasn't always that good. But then I was like, okay, whatever. So the ride starts, you know, it just starts really slow, and it's like, and I'm like, okay, I got this. And then it got longer, and I was like, okay, I still got this. And then it got longer, and I was like, okay, everything's going good. And then it whoop, and I lied to you not, guys. The first time, everything was so good. I felt the wig false a little bit, but I was so out of it that I just was holding on to the thing. I was like, fuck the wig, I don't care about the wig. And then it did it again on the other side, and it was like, whoop, and I lied to you not, my wig just came off. I don't know what happened. I didn't feel it at first until I got back down, and my friends, I lie to you not, their faces were like this. And I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And then they swooped again, and I felt the wind through my bald head, and I was like, why does it, wigs aren't supposed to feel like this, right? My friend, she's looking at me like this, and then she's looking down, and then she keeps looking at me. So I'm like, well, what's going on? And so I look at her, and I look down, and guys, I see the wig is sitting on the ground. The ride is about to stop. We got like 2 more spins, and then it stops, and I see the wig is on the ground. And I lie to you not, I could have died. I was so embarrassed because I thought nobody knew that it was a wig, and from the reaction of my friends, they didn't know it was a wig. So I'm in the air, and my wig just whoop all the way down, and it's sitting there. So I tried not to overreact. I cried a little bit, but I marked it off as sweat. They were like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, it's just a little sweaty here and there, whatever. And when the ride actually stopped, I wanted to cry, but I just decided that I would pick up my wig. Now, guys, let me give you a description of how my hair looked, because I wish I took a picture, but I was so embarrassed. My hair was very, very short back then. So it's like, you know, the little spike hairstyles? That's how my hair looked. Spiked up like that with no gel. And I looked a hot mess. I looked like Einstein on a very bad day. So I went to go pick up my wig, and this mother effing bird was sitting on it like it was some nest or something. I was like, well, how long was I in the air that a bird is sitting on my wig? And so, to make that long story short, like, after the wig came off, my friend rushed me to the bathroom to try to put it back on, but because it was so synthetic, it was so crumpled together, and the bird kind of added to that. It brought his food in my wig. Like, why was your food? I don't want to kill that bird. Like, y'all understand. And so I couldn't really get it to look right afterwards. Like, I couldn't. And I just wanted to go home. So I had my friend's mom call my mom, and I told her about her wig, and I was like, she was like, well, you might as well throw that motherfucker in the trash now. You don't ruin it. And she was mad about her wig, but she felt kind of bad for me because I busted out in tears. I was so embarrassed, and I lie to you not, they talked about it for like 3 weeks when I got back to school. That's how I know them girls was not my friends, because somebody told everybody in our class, and then they talked about it nonstop for like 3 weeks. I didn't even want to go to school. They're such bullies, like. But after that, like, when I got home, my mom beat my ass. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, she beat my ass. She was like, you need to stop touching my shit. You always touching my shit, and that's what your ass get, trying to be grown. Don't even know how to secure a wig, but you going to the fair with my wig on your head. Now I can't wear my wig no more. And I mean, I probably deserved that ass whooping, honestly. I probably deserved it. Like, she beat me. She gave me a little spanking, and then my dad gave me a hug because he was like, I feel so sorry for you, da 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 da. And no, I did end up getting my hair done the next week, though, because my mom felt so bad for beating me that she ended up getting my hair fixed the next week. And I had these bomb braids, sis, and I was like, yeah, whatever. My wig did come off, and my hair do look bad, but my hair don't look bad no more, boo. So whatever. And it just became a big thing. I got bullied a lot because of the wig, though. Like, and because one of my friends, when we had the birds sitting in my wig, one of my friends took a picture of it. Actually, I have the picture, so I'll put it right here because one of the birds did take a picture of it. One of my friends did take a picture of it, and that's how everybody knew. It was all over, what is it called? It was all over Facebook. But she was grown because she wasn't supposed to have no Facebook because I had no Facebook. But yeah, it was all over Facebook, and I was like mortified. And like they bullied me for like 3 weeks, and I was like, whatever, because my hair is fixed now, so whatever. And that was horrific. I've never ridden that ride ever again. Like, I let you know, I do go to the fair still. I didn't go last year, but I did go to the fair the years before that. And like, I did not ride that ride ever again. I don't care if I had braids in my head. I don't care if I had a sew-in. None of that. Like, oh my God, I couldn't do it. And every time we go to the fair, my father is always joking on me about that 360 ride. And I'm like, whatever. Okay, I don't care. I was mortified, guys. So like, I was mortified. I was so sad. But yeah, guys, that's my story time. Like, I know y'all gonna think this is hilarious. Her wig came off at the fair in front of all her friends, and a bird pooped in it. Yeah, it was funny at the time. It wasn't funny at the time, but it's funny now. Now I can laugh at it because like I know how to secure a wig, boo. But my girl and I should have never did that. I should have never did that. But yeah, guys, that was basically my story about the time that my wig came off at the fair in front of everybody. I really don't know why I decided to do. Why would you, like, even me being 14 or 15 years old, I should have been smart enough to know you probably shouldn't wear a wig on a 360 ride, especially if you don't know if it's secure. I should have clamped my head to the back of the seat. Like, you ain't going nowhere, wig. I don't care. I don't care how many neck problems I got, you know. But I didn't do none of that. I'm such a dumbass, y'all. And it cost me like 3 weeks of hate. But whatever, guys. So that was my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed and got a good laugh off of it, because I mean, laugh if you can. And I will see y'all next week with another video. I do want to let you guys know that I am uploading weekly, and I have switched up my uploading schedule. I will be uploading every Saturday instead of every Friday. And I have some really interesting stuff coming up for you guys, because as you know, graduation is coming up. And sis, I have so much going on for graduation, and then I'm going to college, which I will be announcing what college I'm going to at my graduation party. So y'all stay tuned, because you're gonna get a lot of advice about college. I'm gonna do a college haul, and there's just gonna be a lot going on, and you're gonna love it, especially if you're going to college around the same time, or you're going to college next year. So it's KD, and I'm out. Love you guys.
We can get drunk all weekend. Let's get drunk all weekend. Baby, we can get drunk all weekend.